All right, let's tap into it. So why should you even wax in the first place? What is waxing? How does it help you? The benefits? Let's get into it. So, sugaring and the difference between shaving, waxing, soft wax, hard wax, all of that. I don't know. The next one. Who knows what's next? But hey, you guys, welcome back. I'm looking down because I got my iPad in front of me with a few FAQs that I got just to answer and help you guys out a little bit more about waxing or hair removal process. You hear noise in the back, I'm at work. Makes a lot of sense. I have my scrubs and my uniform. Y'all see the background. So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna try to get these out of the way before my next client, which is at like 2 o'clock. And it's currently 1:50. So if you don't know who I am, I'm Brianna or BKill if you follow me on multiple platforms. And welcome to my video about sugaring and the difference between shaving, waxing, soft wax, hard wax, all of that. All right, let's tap into it. So why should you even wax in the first place? What is waxing? How does it help you? The benefits? Let's get into it. So hard wax is commonly known to be used. It is a bunch of beads that is melted down to create a consistency that spreads and hardens on its own. You are able to use that and pull it up, and the hair is molded into that strip. Now soft wax is more like a honey sticky feel. It is a little bit thinner. They do have some creamier based ones, just depends on what brand you use. But once you spread it, you use what these are called wax strips, and you apply it on top, and then you spread it out and you lift that strip in order to gain the hairs. A lot of hairs grow back in thinner, and that is one great reason to wax, because the hairs are less, they grow in thinner, and you don't experience as many ingrowns as like razor ring and bumps and breakouts and things like that. So shaving is surface level. When you wax, you are pulling hairs from underneath the skin. You are pulling it from its hair follicle, which is the root of the hair, which is also connected to your blood vessels. So pinpoint bleeding is very common to experience. If you've ever gotten waxed, you've ever seen little spots of blood, or you just didn't understand why it was happening, that's the reason why. Your blood vessels are connected to your blood flow, your streams. That's pretty much what's happening when we pull the hairs from underneath the skin. It takes about 28 days for your hair to fully grow back in. That is called the hair cycle. And after that, we recommend you coming back in to get waxed again. The more you wax, the slower your hairs start to grow in, the less hair you start to have, where they're minimized, where in some places, depending on what you're getting done, whether it's like chin, underarms, Brazilian, legs, the hair tends to slow down or not grow in at all. So in this video, I'm demonstrating sugaring on my left leg, and I demonstrated that on the bed, the process of what we use in the beginning. This is a pre-antiseptic, and it has like alcohol in it, and it also has products to relax the skin and cleanse the area. And then I go in with a powder or starch base. Let me pull it up so y'all can see it soon. The light is really bright, but we use that, and then that helps the hair stand up and applies a smoother foundation for when you go in with sugar, hard wax, soft wax, whatever you decide to do. Laser is the next step above, which a lot of people may not do or know much about, but that's basically electrolysis, and it's a more tech savvy thing where you use an electronic device in order to deplete the hair root from underneath the skin, so where the hair does not grow back in at all. So that's a little bit more advanced, more med spa. Those are something I would want to get involved in, but let's stick to just the difference between the two. So sugaring is all natural. It is organic. It only has lemon juice, sugar, and water boiled together to make a paste. And as demonstrated in the video, you roll it across the skin, and then there's a rolling motion to get the hairs off. Now, I showed you two different methods. There's another method where you can use the soft wax strip, and you just lay it on top, and you press the sugar into the strip, and then you pull it. Now, the difference between hard wax and sugar, the difference between hard wax and sugar. So hard wax, you pull it the opposite way, the direction of the skin and the hair growth. But with sugaring, you don't do it that way. The way that the hair lays is the way that you pull it, and that is a lot less ingrowns, which is why I love sugaring, because I feel like it does not hurt as much, and then the tingling, lingering pain feel does not last as long. So with sugar, because my hairs were down, I pulled the hairs up into the sugar, and then you saw me demonstrating pulling downward, and that's why. Another question is, will it hurt? Because I already was talking about pain. Yes, it's going to hurt. It does not matter if you're doing hard wax, soft wax, sugar. The hair is coming out from the skin. You're going to feel pain. If you don't feel pain, something is alright. You're not normal, but that's okay. If you feel pain, I would say, and if you have like a low pain tolerance, take an ibuprofen, take a pain med at least an hour before your service. Don't drink sodas. Don't have coffee. Don't have tea or chocolate, because even if you come during that time, your sensitivity is heightened. Same thing with your menstrual cycle. If you feel a lot of pain during that time, that's not the best time you want to get wax around any of those things. So typically, the time frame of a wax service, depending on what you're getting, like underarms, stomach strip, Brazilian, takes about 30 minutes. If you want to do like your eyebrows, lip, chin, about 15 minutes. And then if you're doing like a leg, I would say about 30 minutes, depending on if you're doing upper or lower or full leg, and depends on if you're doing soft, hard, or sugar. One more final question. So I answered how often, why you should do it, what areas, ways to prepare, what you should expect. I can't tell you what to expect, you guys, because every person is different. You know your body, and your body may not respond the way that my body does. So I would say do your research, ask as many questions as you want, as many as you have. Drop some down below. I don't mind answering any frequently asked questions. That's what I'm here for. I love sugar. I enjoy what I do. Don't want to see body parts every day. Let's clear that up. But I do enjoy sugar more than like hard wax or soft wax, but to each their own. So that's pretty much all I have. I feel like I answered about 7 or 8 questions, but if you guys have any more, drop them down below. Let me know what city you located in. I might do some pop-up shops. I might tell you what products to recommend to use to prep at home. One more thing, before you come, you guys, exfoliate. Before you even try getting this done, or if you get it done regularly and you're still trying to like minimize the pain, you're like, oh my god, they say the pain goes down and it still hurts really bad, exfoliate. Try to exfoliate at least 2 times a week. You can use an exfoliating glove. You can use like the little mesh body wraps to exfoliate. You can use a scrub that is fragrance free and sensitive, and rub the dead skin off and moisturize. If your skin is not dry, it will not peel, it will not tear. And if you exfoliate, it allows the hairs to break up from underneath the skin and get the hair follicles out a lot easier, and then they don't have to wax or go over it so many times to remove the hair. So that's my little pro tip to you guys. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. That's probably why I haven't been making contact the whole time, because I didn't really have everything written down for my answers. I just knew what I should answer. But that's it. I love you guys. Thanks for watching my little video, and I will see you in the next. I'll catch you on the next one. Subscribe.